Welcome back, YouTubers. Now onto our third day of playing with the Brumby, and so far we've been cutting like crazy all morning long to try and get the Falcon 6 to fit in this engine bay. So far so good. This won't be actually its final resting place as much as we'd like it. It is actually under the bonnet, but the cross member is actually just sitting on the sump, so we can't actually leave it there. So we'll probably have to raise the engine about an inch or so yet to get it into its final resting place before we can actually start fabricating everything to hold it all down. We have had to ditch the original Falcon engine mounts and we'll have to solid mount it, but it's a drag car so it doesn't really matter too much. But as you can see, we've had to hack the daylights out of the firewall and into the tunnel to make it all fit in there. At the moment we've just got the transmission sitting on a trolley jack, but just to get an idea of where everything's going to sit. But so far so good. We had to notch another piece of the cross member out so we can get the oil filter in and out should we need to change it anytime soon. So we should have a bit of room there to work. We've also had to move the oxygen sensor because it's practically going to sit right where the steering shaft is, so that's going to have to be moved, but we'll just plonk that into the exhaust. But so far, as you can see, we've just got a piece of RHS there holding the engine up just to get a rough idea where everything can sit. And Bo's had his first go at a plasma cutter this morning.
Yeah.
And he's wearing thongs. OH&S to the max here. But he did a nice cut, and there's a semicircle cut here in the firewall where the spare tyre used to sit in the Brumby. Done a nice neat job on that. But the rest of the stuff he's done with the grinder. Bo's been doing most of the metal work this morning. I jumped on the sledgehammer for a bit and give the tunnel a good flogging, but that's about as far as I went. But as you can see, he's cut the daylights out of the firewall there to fit the transmission in. We've still got a little bit more to pump out of that tunnel. We've got a bit of an issue with it fouling the side of the transmission, and also where the cooler lines go on the other side, it's touching there, but we don't want to cut too much further because we're getting pretty close to the brake pedal. But anyway, so far we haven't spent any money yet again. We can fit the original Brumby radiator in the front. Yeah, we would like to put a Falcon one in it, but I don't think we're going to have the room for it, and we're just trying to keep the budget low. But you know, being a drag car, it's not going to be on for a very long time when we do have it started and running, so the Brumby one should be alright. We may have to fit some slimline fans or something to the front just for that extra bit of safety to keep it cool, but yeah, so far so good. But, we'll probably yank her out again now and get the cross member out and actually build a bit of a skeleton so we know where we're sitting there. Anyway, stay tuned for next time. Thanks guys.